Warning, this podcast contains material not suitable for younger audiences, and some material that's not suitable for older audiences. If you're part of any age group, we've found a way to offend you. Run while you still can. We are the hapless heroes. It's probably just Joseph, yes.
Okay. Well, now we have an extra shawarma.
Oh, God.
Wow! Hello and welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and Dungeon Master for the evening. Starting us off, we're going to go around the table. On my left, we have Zach playing Perdo Lincolnwoods.
Hello.
We have Francesco playing the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom.
I have a plan.
To his left, we have John playing Jarrell.
Always a pleasure.
Are there titles on that afterwards? Jarrell
there are
something or other?
Lord Jarrell the Light, yes.
Jarrell the Light, okay.
Lord Jarrell the Light.
Lord Jarrell the Light.
Yes.
Okay, good. And to his left, we have Lord and Captain Kwin Southwind, played by Mike.
I'm back. Yeah.
There was more to his title, too. You realize.
There is, but that's
There
okay.
is, but
as long as it still sounds longer than his.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Mike. Don't worry.
something title envy. Okay.
I feel like it's gonna be like a subplot between the two of us.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
Whose name can get the longest?
If it wasn't, it is now. All right, so at the end of our last episode, the party had just returned from Lab 25, where they had manufactured, quite possibly, the world's first magic detecting goggles with built-in 2x magnification.
That's right.
Woohoo.
I'm very excited about these things.
That's
Yep.
cool.
Oh, we had some fun with the Omega Project, and we got to see the good old-fashioned innards, and we got to ride trikes across the desert and have a chase scene and all kinds of really fun stuff.
And you missed all of it, Quinn.
I don't do chase scenes.
Okay. He's more of
The
a
last one was your fault anyway.
He's
so
more of a chase lounge kind of
I
guy.
didn't really like the last one. I had to run so much.
Also, womp womp.
There's a bit of a delayed reaction there for the,
We were going to try to let it stand on its own merits, and then we all sat and thought and realized it had no merits. So,
I mean, you should know me by now.
party dynamics, kids. All right, so it is a little bit after 8 o'clock in the evening. Felix had just done the greatest non-apology ever to Lord Jarrell the Light.
It was a bit of a sorry, not sorry moment, yeah.
Yes, and not long after that, a certain Captain Kwin Southwind rolls into the door.
Wait,
Sans
what
Hobblet?
door am I at? I'm sorry.
Oh,
We're at the inn.
I'm still
Yeah.
very
Unless
lost.
you're here.
Okay.
Okay, I thought I had covered that part. Apparently I hadn't. The inn was silent. The inn is now no longer silent and is in fact quite raucous, and you have entered the inn to meet the rest of your party. Minus the Hobblet that you seem to have lost.
I have misplaced the Hobblet.
You have misplaced. So, we see Quinn walk in.
Alone.
And I'll kind of excitedly wave him over because I'm very, very excited to tell him that I had a plan.
That worked.
Wait, right, that worked.
Yeah, we're at the bar, and
Sure.
I'm waving you
Yeah.
down. You come over?
I kind of look around and all right, yeah, I'll kind of go over there.
Okay.
Kind of look to see if there's any cooler people in the bar first.
Oh, man.
Fucking harsh, man. So when Quinn gets over to the bar, I'll be like, Quinn, where have you been all day? We've had the most exciting time. I had a plan. It worked. We have cool things now. Where's Hobblet?
That is a great question. That is what I've basically been spending the last 24 hours doing.
Oh.
24 hours?
Wait, so you guys
How long have I
didn't-
been gone?
you-
Sorry.
Yeah, it's about that.
Probably,
No, you would
probably
have
about
left with
5
him
hours.
this morning more than
Okay, so the last maybe 6
5.
hours,
Yeah.
5 or 6
Yeah.
hours. I've been scoping the city looking for him. I turned around, and he just was gone.
How do you lose the most belligerent dwarf that's on this planet right now?
I don't know. He probably saw a squirrel.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't put that past him. Well,
Was the squirrel full of liquor? Said the voice of God. I had to get my banter in.
So were you there at least when he purchased the cod piece?
Oh, I was there.
Was it a nice cod piece?
I don't want to ask any questions. I think I'm actually kind of done.
Do you want to know how big it was?
No, I'm actually I'm immediately regretting this line of questioning. So
It was average.
okay. Oh, he's gonna fucking murder you.
Well, that's what he
I mean,
gets.
I have standards.
Right. Yeah, that says the man who's plowing cougars every night.
Yes.
To be fair, you've only actually seen evidence of it happening once.
True that. I guess I'm just taking him at his word. You know, because like we trust each other like that.
Do we?
Quinn, are you even giving that kind of word that he has to trust that,
Listen,
that you're that popular in the over 40 crowd?
well, it seems like it. Yeah.
Or is this just a narrative that that Felix Fizzlebottom has invented in his mind?
Whatever he would like to believe.
That's what I'd like to believe.
Is the DM, in fact, gaslighting Felix Fizzlebottom right now?
I don't appreciate that, man. You can leave.
We'll run this game on our own.
Yeah, you're in my house. Anyways. Well, so I'm gonna continue on with Quinn and be like, so I guess now we have two things we need to do because we have to find Hobblet, and I think I have a way we can find this gem now. We did some work for the project while you were out.
I believe we also owe a blind man a shawarma.
That is correct. Yeah, so tomorrow morning we got to go bring Just Joseph a shawarma for he's letting us use his bell tower as a lookout point in the city. But I got these goggles from the Omega Project as a result of our hard work and my plan paying off.
Barely.
What? You had a plan that worked?
Yes.
There were a lot of explosions.
I charmed a guy. There were some explosions. There was a trike chase.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, you have two witnesses right here.
That still doesn't help me.
It's
Darrell is
true.
shaking his head.
Felix finally managed to charm someone. It was amazing.
See, Peridot's impressed. You should be more impressed. But anywho, so I have these lenses on my goggles now that lets me see magic stuff out to a certain distance, and I can like amplify them and stuff. They're like really cool.
Well, that'll be helpful.
Yeah, so we can just kind of scan the streets and hopefully we'll find whatever this medallion or whatever this person's carrying, But we also need to find Hoblets. So why don't we
Well,
have a drink with us, and then maybe in the morning we'll scour the city for both our missing things.
why don't you try on those goggles now? Have you scanned the room yet?
They're already on, so I'll just flip the lenses in, like off the side of these like goggles that Felix wears.
Yeah.
The only magical things you see are the magical things you already knew were there, e.g. this party's equipment.
Okay. As I scan the tavern.
And Peridot's beautiful eyes.
Magic.
I didn't say that.
Piercing eyes of a frost dragon.
So let's have a drink, I guess, and we'll go find Hobblet in the morning with hopefully this gem too. How do you feel about that, Quinn?
It sounds like a plan.
It sounds like a plan. You said it. You heard it here first, folks.
I've had a very long day. Hobblet had me running around the city.
And yeah, you're cool with my plan. That's fine. I mean, I
Good
guess you
Captain
can just admit
Southwind
it.
hoisted
Where
by
is
his
that
own
drink?
guitar.
You can just admit it. Here, in fact, I'll buy the first round because you admitted I had a good plan just now. So Felix will buy the first round of drinks,
Fantastic.
and then we'll retire for the evening, I assume.
You set that up.
I didn't set anything up. You just took the bait.
All right, so the party turns in for the evening, and you get that classic save game music like you would while you save your game in any RPG, because I said so. And we awake.
Oh, so if we all die, we can go back to this point?
Right? Yeah. Going forward, this is our save.
All right, we can be reckless now, guys. It's fine. No, that's not how D&D works.
No.
All right, so it is now the next morning.
Great.
You all awake.
It's Friday now.
It is Friday, and you continue this day to be without a Hobblet.
Well, why don't we start the day with a shawarma from Shore Magical?
You could, so we're going to be going to Shore Magical twice.
I mean,
today.
I'm gonna. Well, no, this is. Well, we're just gonna go and grab it so we can bring the guy some lunch.
What time is it?
I don't know what time we all getting up. I guess that's a good question.
I don't know.
We'll just slowly make our way to the the food court.
Okay, and you do make your way to the Grand Bazaar. It is grand, and it is quite bizarre today. It's a little weird. People are juggling things around. Lots of fiery juggly things and knifey juggly things, and I think someone tossed a child into the air, but
You think?
I failed my perception check.
Did it appear intentional?
Maybe he was just jumping high.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
You know, the dude just
The Grand Bazaar of Tamasha here is a weird place. It's also possible it could have been a gnome.
All right.
Oh well, I'm gonna stay away from there then.
Or a halfling.
Maybe. I mean, regardless, some funny stuff may have happened. So let's say it's, I don't know, you guys probably slept in a little bit. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I mean, are you getting an early start, or how are you approaching today?
I mean, I feel like I would still be concerned for Hoblets, so yeah, we should be getting an early start. Like, we'll start
Alright.
scanning around, maybe asking if anyone saw a loud, belligerent dwarf in the last day.
Are you using your magic?
Where
perception
did
too?
you lose? Yeah, I'll keep those on too. But Quinn, where did you lose him?
Let's say it was the bazaar.
Yeah,
Because I
but-
feel like that would have been the easiest way for me to have lost track of him.
Right.
If it was.
you
if
lost
it's that
track
kind
of him
bustling
somewhere at the
area.
south end of the bazaar.
Sure.
Not long after you left the Codpiece Emporium.
Right.
I thought it was Codsmart.
Codsco.
Oh no, that was
Yeah,
Codsco.
Codsco.
Shut up.
Cod Smart was not as nice of a place. There were two different Codpiece places visited.
Okay. Codsco.
Yeah.
We need to figure out.
Codsco got the
You're
laughs,
welcome.
but Shawar Magical, which was absolutely brilliant, got nothing.
Codsco is
We were
funny.
just too impressed that
Yeah.
we couldn't even laugh because it was just so brilliant.
Codsco. I'm just gonna keep saying it again.
Yeah, so not long after Codsco is when Hobblet disappeared. So that's kind of where he disappeared, around the south end. So you guys are sort of puttering around there, I take it.
Yeah, I had my magic goggles on the whole time too.
You
just
do
kinda
have your
scanning
magic
around.
goggles on. There's not a lot you see. I think every now and again you see somebody with a faintly glowing weapon attached to them, but,
Okay.
you know, people with faintly glowing weapons tend to have the skills commensurate with that, so,
Right.
you know, maybe not try to relieve them of their weapons in the
No,
middle of
and,
the
it's,
square.
and we're not looking for a weapon anyways, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
What is
Well,
the range on these goggles again? Is that like
60
60
feet.
60 feet.
Okay.
And it's like everything is sort of this purplish, like pinkish hue. So like I kind of switching them on and off so I can actually see in proper daylight as well. All right. Well, I mean, let's see. We should probably ask somebody if they've seen Hobblet. Like, if you lost him around Codco, like, maybe let's just ask some of the vendors around that general area if they saw a dwarf leaving Codco.
Okay, so we're starting...
Well, let me backtrack a second. So last night I decided to do, since I have a little bit of an artistic background, just a quick sketch of kind of what he looks like. That way I had something to kind of show people.
Probably a little bit unflattering.
I want to know
Not
how good
exactly
of a
perfect.
drawing this
How good
is.
of a this is the first I've heard of
I
Quinn's
feel like
artistic
this
skills.
this is going to require some kind of a check.
I hope it's terrible.
Probably performance.
Well, get an A or get an F on this. I don't care. I don't want to see a middling roll like a 10. Either kick this thing's ass or get a 1.
Okay,
Right.
so what kind of skill? Sleight of hand, perception?
It'd probably be performance,
Performance to me would be more...
if you
dancing or
Yeah.
playing music or something
Yeah.
like that.
whatever one you want to justify to me.
I'm trying to justify the one I have the best. modification from.
What, sleight of hand?
Yes.
I'll take sleight of hand.
I don't know. That doesn't. Well, if you'll take it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
19.
19. Okay, yeah, you draw a reasonable facsimile of him. You've drawn him in a grumpy mood for some reason, but
Well, for some reason.
yeah,
Was the
we don't know
codpiece
why.
included?
The codpiece was included.
Okay.
Yes, it
Well, I
was.
feel like it needed to be included because I feel like immediately he would have put it on.
Defining physical feature.
Right.
Yes.
Everyone's
and
gonna notice that.
I might have extended it a little bit just to
Just to give him a
make
little
him
bit of an...
feel better
I-
if he ever ends up seeing this.
Hesitate to see this, however, God, what am I getting myself into? Because, well, you're the only other one on the scene, and Hobblet isn't here to defend himself. Describe the codpiece. What kind of codpiece is Hobblet going to be stuck with?
I like that phrasing better.
I'm trying to think of like what. I feel like leather would be like the most irritating. It would look nice, but it would be the most like frustrating to
and-
wear. So I'm gonna go with some sort of like stiffened leather
Okay.
that has a. It's a. Oh my gosh. Why am I blanking on what's it called? Freaking banana hammock. So it goes up, but it's all made of like stiffened leather. So it goes up as crack, and then comes around, and then it kind of forms the. We're looking at pictures of cod pieces currently.
I'm trying to help with you with the visual example.
Yeah.
So
Which is
that-
why you handed it to someone who wasn't him.
Right. Oh my, yeah.
Google a
my.
picture of Cameo's codpiece, like Cameo of Word Up fame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just a bright red, shiny, bright red codpiece.
Yes.
That would match his cape, because it's still soaked in blood. So
Yeah. It turns out dried blood actually goes a little more brown, but
whatever. This might end up with full of blood anyways too. So
This cod piece.
Something tells me that anything that Hobblet owns eventually turns up brown.
Yeah, almost guaranteed.
yes. This is now 100% canon. Everything Hobblet owns eventually turns brown, one way or another.
love you, James.
This is what happens when you don't.
Yeah, but he's got a legit excuse. We can't even. Like,
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah, like he's got a baby.
Yeah. I mean, we won't ever damage anyone's character. No one's character is ever going to get killed while they're away. But it's,
We
little-
will
we're gonna-
defame your characters.
Yeah,
much
we're
as
yeah.
we
gonna
can.
damage your character's pride.
Yes.
Not my fault. You decided to be a breeder.
Wow.
Jesus.
Reddit.com/r/childfree.
So that being said,
Like this, but like stiffer.
Yeah.
I mean,
A little pouch that you put in.
We'll tweet out a picture
like
of a
stiffer.
appropriate codpiece.
Like that's what I'm picturing.
yeah, but I just took a picture of Mike like with his leather dice sack on his hand, trying to
Dice
describe what
sack.
this cod piece looks like. So we're gonna
It's
we're
like
gonna go with
this
that.
sack, but stiffer.
It's like a sack, but stiffer.
That'll go on
Yes.
Instagram.
There we go. I think we've sufficiently defamed Hobblet the Smasher.
Just a little bit
Well, for now,
for now.
there's more.
Always. All right. So
So Quinn has this this wonderfully drawn picture of Hoblet. Can we
Meticulously.
just start showing it to the vendors nearby Codsmart?
absolutely.
Codskull.
So how are you?
Codskull, excuse me.
How are we approaching these people around Codskull?
Have you seen this dwarf?
And a lot
Pay
of
very close attention to the cod piece he's wearing.
Very finely crafted.
is this some kind of practical joke?
No. We are actually truly missing this dwarf. Have you seen him?
It has been over 12 hours. 12
Yeah.
hours.
Do you know how long dwarf benders go for?
We don't really. We have reason to believe this may not be a bender. Can you just help us? Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen him.
Okay, well then why are you wasting my time? I'm gonna go
Are
to
you
the next
wasting my
person.
time? You came up to me.
So to remind me as
Whippersnappers.
the player here, what's the I remember we talked a little bit about the population of Tamasha here. Are there a lot of dwarfs in this area? I thought we said that there were
A
not.
lot of different races, just mixed races.
So
of
there
all
are a lot of
kinds, yeah.
mixed.
like-
Okay. All right.
In general, the Dominion or Kingdom, whatever it is, of Kelnor,
Dominion.
Dominion of Kelnor is natively human, but this port up here, I mean, the Omega Project as a whole takes people from all walks of life. It's very much more a meritocracy than anything else. There's nothing really hereditary about it, so people from all over are coming to contribute, and that goes double so for the bazaar and the trading area of the northern part of town.
So there's
It's sort of
nothing
a major port
abnormal
of call.
that we could observe about the population of the people.
Not really. I mean, the native humans around here are going to be a little, a little darker skinned, a little swarthier than usual. This is more of a sort of, I guess, the equivalent of like a Middle Eastern climate, hence the bazaar and all that sort of thing going on here.
Right.
But not a lot of dwarves, particularly.
Not like dwarves coming out of everywhere like up at the Grey Citadel or anything, but the same number of dwarves you'd see in the major metropolitan centers of just about everywhere.
Probably a decent amount then.
Yeah.
Still.
Okay.
But no, a lot of people haven't really seen this dwarf. One or two say they did. Although one of them definitely said he saw you with him trying to rein him in from punching, I don't know, it was a clown or a child or maybe a clown child.
A clown child or a child clown?
There is a difference.
They were a little bit fuzzy about the details.
Okay.
But we need to know.
But they weren't really losing over sleep about clown children getting decked.
Right.
Especially by a dwarf, because, I mean, you gotta admit, it'd be hilarious to see in person. Especially a dwarf with a codpiece trying to punch a small clown child.
So, to place time a little bit more with what I know, that was right before I lost him.
Yeah, not long before that.
Right.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help.
What time is it now?
Well, that's
How
a
long have
good
we been
question.
looking?
How early did you guys get started?
I'd say like 8 a.m.
You got started about 8. Let's say it's about 9:30 right now.
Okay. So, since Hobblet kind of lost himself, I feel like he's probably in a process, if he's okay, of trying to find us as well. So I would say let's finish what you all were doing and then come back to this, kind of like put a pin in it. Because I think something's wrong. I think he's missing.
Well, yeah, we didn't see him in the morning,
Right.
so,
So I feel like we need to put some time and energy into finding him at this point. Yeah. But we need to do it, Felix.
okay.
But priority is
But
finding.
let's I don't know what you guys were necessarily up to or doing with this guy with the shawarma.
A friend of ours is missing. Let's prioritize giving a guy lunch.
No,
Well, maybe-
it's like
well,
all
here's my
process.
thing.
It's all part of the process
I
of finding
feel-
the seeing stone, right?
Is that's what you guys were doing? Because I don't know what you guys were necessarily.
Yes.
That's what we were doing.
What you had done.
That's what we thought you were doing.
Yes.
Instead of just getting cod pieces and getting
Well,
lost.
unfortunately, I misplaced a Hobblet, so I spent a lot of my day yesterday doing that, which is probably why I'm not too keen on doing it again. But I think I would like to help you guys finish what you were doing, and that way we can all focus on finding Hobblet.
So you're just saying fuck Hobblet and let's find the gem?
I'm saying we're not getting anywhere currently finding Hobblet.
He has just as much of a chance finding us. As we do
Right.
finding
I
him.
feel like my optimism is saying he's probably okay.
And he just went on a long bender and
Something right, and he will eventually find us.
We should have asked that
Or we
guy
will
how
run into him at
long
some point.
dwarven benders go. We assumed
I feel like we need to
knew.
give it the 24 hours.
all right, fine. Let's keep looking for this gem then.
All right.
Cool.
So we're gonna keep looking for the gem. How are you going to look for the gem?
Well, again, the place I know that we saw it last when we were looking through the orb was the market. So since we have to go to Shwar Magical anyways to get Just Joseph his shawarma for lunch because we owe him one.
Just Joseph?
Just
Just
Joseph.
Joseph.
As in, he is a just person?
It's just
or
Joseph.
As if it's okay. Yeah.
Whatever
that was
you
my
want to
question.
make it.
Great. Okay. So just Joseph.
Just
so
Joseph.
like is that a Will and Grace
It's just Joseph.
throw out? Okay. All right. Cool.
You'll know by the end of this episode.
Great. All right. So yeah.
Let's go
continue.
get some shawarma.
Okay.
Let's bring it to just Joseph. And
Fix this stuff.
why don't we might even be able to just like scan from the top of the bell tower. I'll use my double magnification to
yeah.
just see if I can recognize a
Well, the bell tower is 150 feet tall, right?
well, I can look out one of the portholes, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Schwar Magic.
Shawarma Magical. The best shawarma stand in the entire north half of the bazaar, which, going by the fact that the north half is generally way nicer than the southern half of the bazaar, it makes it the best shawarma in the bazaar.
Nice.
That wasn't confusing at all, was it? I didn't like convolute my way through a sentence or anything. It was great. So
Yeah,
you are now at
strong word.
Shawarma Magical.
Great.
All right.
So we're gonna greet the proprietor once again and say, "Hey, we're back. We're back for more." Well, is anyone getting anything for themselves? If not, I'm just gonna get a shawarma for the guy.
Shave me off a piece of that magic.
Oh, and he does.
I'll take one as well.
All right. Anybody else having breakfast, lunch, whatever?
It's for just Joseph. I'm not having it.
Jarrell shakes his head. I'm all set.
All right.
Great. So we'll make our way back to the bell tower. We'll knock on the door very, very loudly.
Okay. Nobody answers.
Is it unlocked? When I try
Yes,
to
it
push
is.
open? Great.
About what time is it, by the way?
I don't know. Why don't we say it's like 11 o'clock in the afternoon?
11 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm never gonna let that die.
No, and you should.
Steve's face is like, I'm gonna fucking kill you right now.
We're never gonna let that die ever.
Never going to
Our
give it up.
audience
Never gonna
loves
let me
it.
down.
I love it.
It really is a fantastic kind of brick joke that we've got going on here.
Right. So
So it's somewhere between 11 o'clock in the afternoon and actual noon, and you have arrived at the tower. The bottom door is, in fact, unlocked.
great. So we'll pop on in.
You'll pop on in.
We'll make ourselves known. Like, hello, Just Joseph. It is Felix and Paradil. We have your sandwich.
You don't hear anything.
Let's make our way up and maybe
All right.
yeah, we'll just watch the step that we broke.
Yeah, the stairs themselves, the bottom floor is relatively well cleaned and polished. The stairs themselves are a little bit dusty as you walk up.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't really there last time, but
Yeah, you don't know shit
You
about
were
this.
not.
I was gonna say I would like to make a perception check.
You, by all means, make a perception check. What are you attempting to perceive, though?
I am attempting
Everything.
to perceive everything.
Okay,
'cause I gotta
so-
Because he's got a nat 20.
The bottom. All right, so the bottom floor.
Well, no, I don't, because I actually still have that gem.
Yes,
So I cannot.
You can't even benefit from a
I
crit?
cannot
No.
benefit from a critical
cannot.
anything.
I did not read that.
However,
one.
I still have a 23.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all really good.
Yeah, you perceive quite a bit. So, the bottom floor of the tower itself is kind of polished stone. It is well swept, kept clean of everything. The stairs themselves, they start at the.
At the bottom and go up.
Yeah, no,
my
I'm trying to
God.
think. They go right. So they start at the right-hand side of the tower, which would be the west wall, because the door is at the north. You came in from the north side of the tower, because the tower itself is
So
at
the stairs are on your left when
south.
you walk in.
No, the stairs are on your right when
Damn
you walk
it.
in. The stairs there are on your right. There's nothing else on the floor here.
Right.
Cleanly swept,
heading
nice and
south.
clean. The stairs themselves, however, are quite dusty, as they don't see a whole lot of use. And they start.
Wait, is there one broken?
Way up there.
Way further up. So the stairs themselves, wood stairs, kind of dusty. They go around the outside, kind of spiraling up counterclockwise as you go up the tower, all along the outsides of this. Jesus, the tower itself is probably about 50 feet on a side.
Okay, so I guess my lack of knowledge of before.
Yeah.
Is there anything that seems like it would be out of place or missing or
Nothing yet, although
like something turned over?
Like you've
or
mentioned,
pushed?
you haven't been here yet.
Right. So nothing like a chair tipped over? Or
No signs of struggle.
No, but
Obviously-
any of the chairs or any of the furniture are about 150 feet up above you.
Oh,
At the
okay.
top of the stairs.
Okay. So I
There's
don't
nothing
necessarily-
here at the bottom. Cleanly swept and polished floor, dusty stairs.
Yeah, well, we're gonna keep going up.
Yep.
Sure.
We're just man a sandwich. I'm just trudging along. I'm on a mission.
Are there any windows
There
all
are,
along the watchtower?
yes, from whence princes kept a view. Not really, but there are little you know those archer slits that you would see in medieval towers that are maybe about 6 inches wide. They open up as you go, as you look out, like it opens up to about a foot, 14, 16 inches wide at the outside.
Sure.
And they're 6 inches wide on the inside and about 2 feet tall. And they are right at the dead center of the wall on your way up on both the north and south walls.
Okay. Are you
So
taking
you
advantage
pass
of these?
a few of those
Felix?
on each side.
I'll wait till we
going up.
deliver our sandwich first. I'm not gonna stop to like have a look see while we're like trying to deliver a sandwich. It's still warm.
Okay. This is a man with
shawarma.
Shawarma.
with extreme respect for food.
That's right. It's actually one of my biggest pet peeves in real life is like if I cook something and if I can't sit down and eat it like while it's still hot, I get upset.
May as well just throw it in the garbage.
So you're like the wife that sits at the candlelit dinner waiting for her husband to come home.
No,
What?
That's
Tapping her
sad
foot
imagery.
angrily
no,
That's unrelated.
as her food cools.
no. I just don't like eating cold food.
Staring
when it's
at the
supposed to be
clock.
hot.
So we continue up this clock tower, and we get to the top, right?
Okay, so you are continuing up the clock tower.
Yeah.
You're not stopping in any of the portholes to peek out or anything
No,
like
I'll do it on
that.
our way back down.
Okay, so
Should I?
I mean, I feel like
I just want to say hi to Just Joseph and let him know
Okay.
we're here.
okay, you're still calling up ahead of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
There continues to be no response. About 20 feet from the top, you hear a little bit of creaking,
Like floorboard creaks?
a little bit of floorboard creaks, followed by. I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Now.
Yes, now.
Unnatural 20.
All right.
10.
11.
17.
And Jarrell, okay. So Jarrell and Quinn Southwind both hear. Sounds like a thud out of the north side of the tower, followed by some commotion.
North side, like above us?
Well, above you, but the north side is the side where you came in, and that
from,
would be
right.
the facing the bazaar.
Jarrell, go check that out.
Gerald rushes up the steps.
Okay.
No. Down the steps. Go
Down?
check
Then
out
we go outside?
Yes.
Okay. So he
Go
starts
look
going
outside.
up and gets redirected by Felix back down outside. I run down the stairs.
There is a lot of commotion outside the doors.
Another perception check.
You going outside the door?
I am trying to go towards where that thud hit.
Okay. I'm going to put a pin in that. What's everyone else doing?
I'm continuing to climb up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
And I'm just saying this because they're going to reach the top of the tower before you get to the bottom of the tower.
Yep.
I'm continuing up.
You guys are continuing up, so our two gnomes are continuing to the top, and Quinn, you are...
I'm going to go up.
Okay. You guys get to the top.
Down there.
There is nobody in the room at the top of the tower.
I'm gonna climb up. I'm gonna climb up the ladder.
There's a ladder?
Yeah, that goes up.
Okay,
bell.
so you're not going to look out the window or anything like that.
I mean, I
I'm looking out the window.
Yeah, I'm
You're going to
Looking
look out the
outside.
window. You then are the first person to see what appears to be someone laying and or splatted on the ground just outside the doors,
Yeah.
surrounded by a throng of people.
I whip my head back inside.
Yeah, and it's tough to tell, but it looks like a few guards are approaching that area as well.
Okay. I say, guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, hold on. No, if someone did that, like they might still be here. Like the only way out is down.
Well, fuck.
Let's go up, Pete. Let's go up.
I sheath my bow.
Also,
Unsheath it.
Felix, put on those goggles. Do you see anything?
I'll put the magical goggles out.
Can we see, like, can those goggles see, like, magic invisibility or anything like that?
I'm just scanning, like,
Scanning the room.
Yeah.
You do not see anything in the room.
I'm going. I need to see what happened up there. Like, I'm gonna go up the ladder.
Okay. Up the ladder, there's nothing going on there.
Nothing at all.
No.
It's just
Up there is the bell and whatever other works are up there.
Little
But
living
So
quarters.
where the hell would he have tumbled?
well,
out
yeah.
from?
Well, the living quarters is when you first enter. When you come up the stairs into that main room,
And
that's
then
where the
there's
living
the-
quarters, and then the bell stuff is above that. The living quarters itself, there doesn't look like a lot going on. There's no scuffs or anything on the floor. One of the chairs by the table is tipped over,
Okay.
but that table is at the south end of the room,
I'm gonna command.
near another window.
I'm gonna command Slim Shady to kind of go out, like to where like the bells are.
Okay.
Look up above her and then look down, like kind of to see like what's like just kind of get a quick like 180 sort of scan.
All right.
Like
The bell tower
the
room-
northern side of this tower.
The bell tower room has nothing in there now. Slim Shady is looking outside.
Yeah, I'm assuming that where the bells ring, there's open air to the outside.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of where he could have, like, someone could have fallen from. Right. Like if it wasn't up top.
Well, remember there's a window at the north end of that room too.
How big? Well, the window's big enough for a person.
Big enough for a person and wide open both at the north and south ends.
Is there a suicide note?
Would you like to well, first, you guys are looking out. You're looking out. I'm going to say that an investigation will take a little bit longer and we will get to that. You can investigate the room, but not just yet. So you're having Slim Shady kind of look out and down.
Yeah.
And it definitely looks like someone in a robe is splattered at the bottom of the tower.
No.
Does it look like just Joseph?
It's probably just Joseph, yes.
Okay.
Well, now we have an extra shawarma.
Oh, God. I was waiting for somebody to just take a bite of the shawarma, actually.
Just looking out the window. Just,
Right. I think Hondo just joined the table for a moment. Yeah.
Right. Once in a while, Hondo makes like an inter-universal or whatever, interdimensional comment.
Paradol calls down to Jarrell and says, "You better get back up here. We better stick to."
No. We need to talk. We need to clear our name right now. We need to figure out this is just Joseph, and we need to figure out what the fuck happened.
I'm just saying we should stay together as a group.
I don't know. I feel like a paladin. Yeah, like let's all go. We should all go down.
Quinn,
Right.
what are you doing?
There's a crowd.
I would. Yeah, I agree. I think we need to back up him because they're going to
Okay.
believe him over any of us,
Right, because he's holy and shit.
supposedly.
Now, can I do an investigation check?
You can, we can leave Parallel up there, but I'm gonna go down with to Jarrell and help him out.
Yes, we're going to get to that. So you're heading down, Quinn. You're heading down as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Felix and Quinn are now heading down. Jarrell is at the bottom. Have you attempted to open the door?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna go straight outside.
The moment you open the door and walk outside, there are 5 city guards around the door with weapons drawn.
Okay.
They all look like humans native to the area. The weapons they draw then would be scimitars. Halt. You are under arrest.
Officers, I am glad to see you. There's clearly been a murder. It was not me, though. You must believe me. I'm gonna try to do persuasion.
All right.
16.
Oh, 16 is not going to quite persuade you out of this one.
Well, it clearly looks like we just murdered this person.
It really does look like you just murdered a person.
No, we literally just walked in. We literally just walked in.
What do you got?
21.
21.
We were delivering this man a sandwich.
Show him the sandwich!
We have a sandwich.
A man in slightly nicer uniform, a little bit different from his comrades, walks up. Good afternoon. My name is Zahir Reshi. I am the sergeant for the guard.
Sergeant Zahir, please tell me, this man, is this just Joseph?
I feel like you already know the answer to that.
Felix will shed a single tear. We just wanted to bring him a sandwich. He offered us his bell tower as a lookout post, and we just wanted to repay him. And we came in here, and all of a sudden we heard a thud as we were climbing up to greet him.
Be that as it may, you must understand how this looks.
I mean, I completely understand how this looks.
We are
yes.
going to have to take you in while we investigate.
Can we? I mean, we'll go peacefully, but can we just let's do this and not make a scene, okay?
I think we would all prefer this.
Paradil, you might want to get down here.
Okay, Paradil, you've got about 30 seconds to look around, so you can make an investigation at disadvantage before you head down.
That was a 15.
15. So the things you do notice, the wardrobe in the northwest corner of the room is open. There is what looks like a cup of some sort of tea on the table. The chair is slightly tipped over. Everything else looks relatively clean. That's about all you're going to notice in a quick 30 seconds before you have to go down and join the party.
What was the first thing with the wardrobe?
The wardrobe in the northwest corner is open.
Okay. All right, I'm headed down.
Here we go.
Well, Jarrell's first going to ask, did you find anything up there, Paradiddle?
Well, the wardrobe was open, there was a cup of tea, and the chair was tipped over.
Officers, we will stay peacefully. Will you please investigate before we leave?
I'm afraid we cannot keep you here at the scene, as that would be contaminating the evidence. Please come peacefully with us, and we won't have to make this any worse than it already is.
It's okay. Well, we'll come along. I'm going to mutter under my breath, though, not again.
Can I do an insight check to see if he
Is trying to
right,
get
is
out of there quicker?
Like
Is there something?
I guess I want to see if he's being on the up and up. If I see if I've noticed that there's anything odd about him, and what he's like, because leaving the scene of a crime is kind of a dumb move if he's a sergeant.
Immediately.
Well, he's immediately trying to get what look like pretty open and shut prime suspects into custody.
But why is he being so, I guess, quick to not investigate?
Because there's other officers on the scene, right?
Yeah, he's just trying to take
They're
us.
leaving some
take
behind.
us,
As long as they're leaving some behind to go.
suspects.
Yeah, as long as I
Yeah.
just find it very odd that
Step one is securing the crime scene.
right. I mean, but we were already in the crime scene, so there's really
Yes, you were.
Before we
We were
leave,
really in the crime scene. We were all up,
we were all up in it.
balls deep in the crime scene.
I might as well.
Felix
I'm
was
going to do
climbing
detect
crime
magic
scenes.
while we're leaving.
You're gonna cast a spell while we're leaving. I'll just put my goggles on.
Well then, yeah, do that.
These guys have anything magical on them?
Is there anything magical
guards-
around Joseph?
On just Joseph.
Oh shoot, yeah.
there a-
I gotta look at the body. Poor guy.
There
Magical.
might be a little bit of a glow coming from under him, but it's tough to tell.
Okay, hold on a sec. I'm gonna describe something to you, and you tell me if this is bending the rules too hard. So I was a little bit wrong about the range that I can control some shady.
Okay.
I can communicate telepathically with her up to 100 feet.
All right.
Otherwise, she just is her own creature and can act on her own and do her own thing.
Yes.
If I'm more than 1,000 feet from her, then I have to resummon her.
Okay.
And so, I can give it simple requests. It can understand and communicate simple ideas, emotions, and images, telepathically. I would like to tell Slim to essentially sneak her way and stay behind.
Okay.
And maybe investigate just Joseph while we're being carted away and have her meet us, follow our trail from a distance,
All right.
and then meet back up. Like, and then have her maybe communicate to me like an image of what she saw on his body.
Okay. So Slim Shady will stay by the corpse.
Right.
You guys are all led away quickly, but without making a scene. You are placed into custody at the local lockup / Husgau, as it were.
Jarrell is so unhappy.
You should be.
I think
This
we're
wasn't
all
our
pretty
fault.
unhappy.
This wasn't our
No,
fault.
it wasn't. Well, I mean,
Well,
you did break into this place to begin with.
you did break in. You've been seen here twice.
Well, we came with a sandwich.
You.
What
yeah,
happened to our
scientific-
sandwiches?
Did they confiscate our sandwiches?
They haven't confiscated anything yet, but they are going to be taking the sandwiches along with any gear you have, and especially anything magical. Pretty much anything but your immediate clothing that you're wearing will be.
But I need my
confiscated
goggles
when
to
you're
see.
Processed in.
But I need my goggles to see.
You're in a cell. You don't need to see much.
I need to read. Aren't you going to read me my rights?
Is there any sign of manservant anywhere nearby either?
No, you did not mention manservant,
way, I
therefore
didn't.
he has not been here
Like,
at all.
these are your
today.
retainers. You need to do a better job of keeping track of them.
I could have told him to do something, but oh.
That's too late.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. I keep wandering off without him.
So, no, manservant is not around. No, you are not allowed to keep the goggles.
Damn it.
This is the city of the Omega Project. They've had one too many belligerent gnomes MacGyver their way out of cells before.
Right, but
They're not leaving you with anything that you could use.
But I was a citizen of this great city, and like I'm a good person, and I just wanted to bring a man a sandwich.
Give it up, Felix. I think we got to see this one through.
We're in the jail cell again,
Yes, you are.
being falsely accused of something.
I think we need to play it calm.
All right,
I think playing it calm is going to be
take
smart.
it away then, Quinn, because I'm upset. My friend just died.
Yeah.
I understand.
His sandwich is now cold.
Do you, Quinn? He'll never be able to eat that shawarma. I promised that man a shawarma.
I don't. But what really upsets me is that one of these police officers is eating that shawarma as we speak.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'm just as upset as you.
I want justice.
'Cause I wanted that shawarma.
Justice for Just Joseph.
So you are processed into this prison. The four of you are now left in a cell with none of your gear. It is, by the time this is all done, it is about 6 o'clock at night.
Fuck me.
And for the most part, you are left alone in the cell to do as you will with the nothing available to you.
Well,
You are advised that trying to generate, cast, or use any supernatural or magical powers will be dealt with very harshly, and they are very much keeping a magical eye and or ear out for that.
Okay.
Several hours later, Slim Shady... Well, how are we going to do that? Will Slim Shady be able to find you, or will you have to resummon Slim Shady?
Well, it depends. Did we move more than 1,000 feet away from her?
I would say that yes, you are at least a quarter mile away from there.
So yeah, I'll have to take a 10-minute ritual to bring her back to me. Because I told her to like try to follow along. So unless she, was able to investigate and follow along before we were out of reach, then she's either outside or I have to resummon her. So can I feel her presence anywhere nearby within 100 feet of me?
Let's see, where is... Slim Shady is not within 100 feet.
Okay. Well, we'll see if she comes back. If not, I will perform the ritual to summon her again when we get out of this mess, hopefully. Because she knows, she might have saw some shit.
That's entirely possible. So the hours pass,
Mm-hmm.
7 o'clock at night. Anything else going on? Jarrell, what are you doing right now?
At this point, I'm just, what's the word?
Pissed.
Praying. Yeah.
Praying to Valon for strength.
Right.
Jarrell is praying it away. Kwin.
I mean, I've probably seen the inside of a cell before.
several times. As far as these go, these aren't bad ones.
Not recently, but I feel like he's playing it cool. I don't think he's that worried.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's innocent, so.
Relative to what you've seen, this one is mostly rodent-free.
Yeah, no, and that's actually, that's great.
Yeah. At least 4-star accommodations, relative. Paradil, what are you up to?
Paradil's fucking pissed. And
Okay.
he is just... he's kind of like shadow boxing. And just trying to bide his time, working out some aggression.
I absolutely am enamored with the concept of a shadow boxing gnome.
Yeah.
Things get a little bit later. It's now gotten dark out. You guys start to hear... I do a perception check, but you all hear it eventually. The banging of something against cell bars, and it's getting closer.
Okay.
And
I'm going to look out because I have, 120 feet of not just dark vision, but devil's sight.
Devil's Sight.
I can see in darkness, and, like in regular darkness and magical darkness out to 120 feet.
Did you always have that?
Nope, I just got that at level 5.
All right.
So I have double dark vision. What about it?
Yeah,
You're
what
not part of
about
our
it?
dark vision meetings anymore.
Well, no, I could just see extra far.
You can have your own dark vision meeting by yourself.
Super far away.
Great, my plans are better anyways.
Turns out,
One plan worked out, and I wasn't even there for it.
Well, you missed it.
you can't dark vision yourself out of a cell. So
No, but I'm
that
just
and
looking
50
to
cents
see
will get
where
you a
that-
cup of coffee here.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see where, like, if I can see what's making that noise coming down towards our way.
You can, and it appears to be our Sergeant Zahir Lareshi. He saunters up, kind of gently dragging his billy club across the cell bars on his way to you.
He doesn't look anything like Captain Kip, does he?
He looks nothing like he looks nothing like Captain Kip.
All right, good.
His guard uniform is slightly more well done than the others you've seen in town. He's a very thin man. No more than a $140, $150 at least 5'10".
Okay.
So very skinny.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm 5'11" and like 153 pounds.
Well, fuck you. You must feel fantastic.
Wow.
He looks like
So everyone,
I'm picturing you
picture
now.
Francesco.
Yeah.
Everyone's really impressed.
He has dark.
That's not what I meant by that.
I know, I'm just busting your
Also,
balls.
like Francesco, he has dark hair and a full dark beard.
What are you trying to say?
He looks
Nothing.
just
So
like
wait a minute.
These are just details that this man has.
So am I the guard?
You're Zahir.
Not quite. He's definitely more Middle Eastern looking. Yeah, you're the other end of the
What
Mediterranean.
does that mean?
Yeah, you're on the other side of the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You're on the European side.
And
What's that?
besides that, he's also wearing what appear to be fingerless leather gloves.
Nice. Good style. I like
Yes.
this guy's style.
It's a good style. He's a sharp dresser. He comes to the cell, looks at all of you in there, just silently kind of looks in through the bars.
Paradil says, well, let's have it. What's up?
You ready to have it already? We could be done with this entire trial this evening. He pulls a key off of his waist, unlocks the cell door, steps in, and locks it again behind him.
Paradil raises an eyebrow.
He raises his hands and then puts them behind his back, kind of takes a pause, looks at all of you. Something does not add up here. Very, very clearly, it appears that someone in the tower pushed Joseph, the bell ringer, out of the tower.
That is unbelievable.
And you say you had nothing to do with this.
No, and what did this man ever do to anybody? He was just a bell ringer.
So
We had nothing to do with it.
Okay, give me your version then.
So we met him yesterday. We're here. I'm doing some work for the Omega Project. I'm a scientist with the Omega Project. We've been studying, and my companions and I have been doing some work up north. and we've run across some things in our travels that concerned us about the growing undead threat to the north, I'm sure as you've heard.
Zahir's eyebrow perks up a little bit. Just his right eyebrow. A little bit of people's eyebrow going on there. He's listening.
And we came down here at sort of on our own volition to investigate some things that we may have found. And we decided that we would just try to chase down leads anywhere in the city we could, trying to do some just ear to the ground type information gathering. And we came into contact with Just Joseph and had a lovely conversation with him. We thought there might have been a lead at the bell tower. I'm not entirely sure why. We were kind of a little bit misguided. We had a great conversation. It was after a discussion that he had offered his bell tower to us as a lookout post. In return, we decided, we want to do something nice for him, so we were just going to bring him lunch today. So we were just on our way today to bring him lunch.
This seems awfully suspicious, but it does check out that you and your party, that's the word, party, have only been in town 2 days, and this leaves me with, you most certainly have means, you most certainly have opportunity, but you seem to have no motive, and that's why this does not add up for me.
That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like, he was a new acquaintance. I thought he was a really wonderful person, and, I'm very saddened to have seen him go when I feel like he was completely innocent.
Jarrell stands up, looks at the captain of the guard, or whoever. Zahir, and says, "We would like nothing more than to help you find the true killer, for he is likely who we are searching for."
Our investigation today turned up very little at the tower. He pauses and thinks to himself. Looks down just a little bit. I shall, against my better judgment, arrange for you to be able to investigate.
We would be happy to assist.
We will be keeping an eye on you.
That's fine.
Should your investigation turn up fruitless, then it will unfortunately have to be you at the gallows for this.
That doesn't make any sense at all. What kind of justice is that?
Well, the man has to show that he has some sort of control.
That sounds like some frontier justice.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you could just be the first up to the plate at the gallows then, Kwin.
A man is pushed out of the tower, nobody else is in there, and you guys walk out the door.
I understand.
Tell me how this looks.
I understand how it looks, but you realize that it's not just black and white. It's not like we're either murderers or we're not. Like there are complexities here. We just met this man,
and yet he's dead, and you walked out of the tower.
Right. Because we were bringing him a sandwich. You realize that storyline makes just as much sense.
It's a sandwich.
How much time do we have?
It's a 50 silver front.
Okay, so Kwin kind of pulls Felix aside a little bit and just reminds him of some of the other
I don't do well with
authorities that we've had to deal with. And that usually when we work with them as opposed to against them, it tends to work out better in our favor.
No, I know. I mean, I seem to work. I worked it out pretty decently with Kip. I'm not like she's not my favorite, but
don't be the new Hobblet.
No, I'm just upset about Just Joseph, and I'm upset about
the lack of justice.
Accusations.
And this is our opportunity to then find his true killer.
So here, we would be happy to help you track down the true killer or killers of Just Joseph. I am very much just as interested in finding them as you are, because this may actually be involved. This could potentially be related to what we came here for to begin with.
In the morning, you will be allowed to post bail. The trial will begin in 2 days' time.
2 days?
You have 2 days to either gather evidence that it was someone other than you, or we will go to trial with what we have, which seems frankly convincing.
Do you want me to be known as the man who falsely accused and imprisoned the heroes of the kingdom of Vesh?
What do you got there for your persuasion?
13.
I will be the man who arrested murderers and had them convicted in a court of law.
I cannot wait to prove you wrong.
To be perfectly honest, I cannot wait to be proven wrong.
All right.
Either way, Tamasha here will have its justice.
All right, I'm gonna have.
I shall return in the morning for your release.
Okay. What's the bail we have to post for ourselves?
You're the like gift horse in mouth. Like he's
don't
saying
look
we
at
can
it.
go,
I know,
and you
but,
just
like,
keep arguing the point.
I know.
We're not going
just
to be
let it
able
go.
We have to find this killer.
We
in
will,
2
and we
days.
will.
It's going to be tough.
Like, I have faith in your intelligence, my persuasion, his strength. We can do this. And Peridot.
It's a peeve.
What am I, dog shit? I have great insight and investigation skills, all right?
He can craft us things.
After how many attempts?
Listen, I think Peridot's great.
We weren't playing by the
love
correct
Peridot.
rules in that
He got
situation.
the goggles
I
in
will
the
not
first
be
try.
held
He
accountable.
got the goggles in the first try.
And so there we are, and night sets on the four of you locked in a prison cell with none of your equipment and none of your stuff and the prime suspect in a murder.
Do
And
either of us have a
You
harmonica?
know what, Quinn? You come back, and all of a sudden, now we're not ending shit on a high note. I missed you, though.
wow, way to blame him.
Right.
I need to put the blame on
I feel
something.
so welcome.
I need to put the blame on something. I'm sorry. I don't mean to project. I'm just
Oh,
upset.
you mean I bring actual plot?
He kind of got you there,
I'm speechless.
just how we prefer it.
They're just hammering him. Fran quit. Rage quit.
Friends walking out of his own house.
We love you, man.
Friends boarding a plane? Oh my god, friend, he's going to Mexico right now. He's waving to us outside of the plane, out of the plane window, signing to us.
Wow, you did a really good job of like following me with all of this equipment all the way to the airport.
Fran, how'd you get back here?
That was quick. How was Mexico?
I didn't even see you come back.
It was okay. You know, we're having the rest of this podcast at the airport now, though. So I can just hop on the fucking plane and get the fuck out of here if you guys hurt me like that again.
So, night sets on the cell. No, none of you have a harmonica because that would have been in your gear that was relieved of
I'm
you.
humming though.
Yes, you're just
And
gonna.
I can't even conjure one. Like, I can't
Yeah.
even use prestidigitation to make
No,
one.
because it'll make us look
Yep.
guiltier.
You're
Damn
just
it.
gonna have to whistle your spirituals this evening,
Oh, and I am.
and that is how we end.
Did anybody use any spell slots?
No.
Sorry.
Nope.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah. So the good part is this is a long rest.
Great.
That we didn't.
That we didn't need.
Womp womp. And that is where we are going to end this episode for the evening.
I do notice we always get long rests when we don't need them.
Yes, that's exactly how this
Because
works.
we just roleplay so fucking well.
We
that
really
we don't
do.
even need spells.
Yep.
That's a lie. We need them really bad.
We do.
So, if you enjoyed the podcast, feel free to give us a 5-star review on the outlet of your choice. You
What,
can-
is he actually trying this right now?
I am attempting it. Let's see what's going to
fucked
happen.
it up already.
Let's throw to Fran for the Soch Meads.
Right back to you then, Francesco. Way to give a man a chance to succeed.
Sorry. I felt that was so mean. Dave, if you want to try it, you can do it.
This is the snarkiest episode of Hapless Heroes.
Yeah,
I did kind of throw all of you in
A lot of
jail.
shade.
There's a lot of snark here.
Yeah.
I need to like reset after this episode before we go into the next one. To
Yeah.
like,
That's
why?
fine because oh god, Zach, you said there was Raymond something about this evening or something, right?
Raymond Scott.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a lot more Raymond Chandler this next episode.
oh boy.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
I don't know who that is.
It's noir! It's like detective noir. It's gonna be great!
Murder mystery.
All right.
So
Excited!
Maltese something or another.
Sherlock Gnomes.
Oh.
Everyone else liked it.
I I just chose to continue the snark.
All right.
Okay, so we've really gone down a hole here.
Yeah.
So
This is a
I guess
point.
I'll do the social media stuff. Maybe
right.
Dave, you can try it next time.
All right. Sounds good.
Try it.
So guys, if you like what you heard, you can find us on all them social media websites. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, all of those places. Just look us up. We're at Hapless Heroes. We'd really appreciate if you hit us if you hit us up on there. I think actually someone hit us up recently, and I need to figure out who it was so I can say hello.
I know we did get clarification on that one person's name.
Oh yeah, Cecchia Dovana.
Yes.
It was the Italian pronunciation. I knew
Alright.
it. I fucking knew it. So
job.
thanks, Cecchia, for that awesome drawing of Zero, and for confirming that I did indeed say your name right.
The little things.
I love it. We're international.
Yay.
Hold on.
I thought we'd get so big.
There we go.
Is this Quinn talking?
Oh, he knew.
okay.
This is Mike talking.
That's right. So speaking of some other people who hit us up, we've been getting some submissions to the bucket.
Ooh, the bucket.
So we have a couple different names to drop into. We got a submission on Facebook, a submission on Twitter, and also some stuff that our friends have told us about. And obviously, the Patreon ones that we receive will obviously come first. Some of them are a little more specific though, so really when it's appropriate for the plot. But thank you guys. Please keep sending us NPC and shop names for the bucket. We will actually have a physical bucket here by the time you submit some more, and we will be pulling names out of said bucket. Yeah. That being said, we actually have a Patreon page where there's some cool rewards that among naming NPCs, because that's actually just free. We'd really appreciate it if you really, really, really like us. If you wanted to donate some of your hard-earned cash or whatever to help us feed us. Actually, I think we're getting close to actually throwing a pizza party from our sponsor, Dollars.
Thanks, guys.
Which is really all we're asking it for, is to feed us every week, because sometimes we forget.
To eat.
Yeah. And you don't want us to starve and die, do you?
Pizza party.
Well, obviously, when we're throwing our pizza party special episode. And then if you really, really like us, please leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. It really helps us get some more visibility and brings more people to the show. And we also just love hearing from you. Also, if you want to submit some NPC names and you're not on social media, I should say, we just send us an email, haplessheroes@gmail.com.
And if you really, really like us, get yourself in a skywriting aeroplane. Not dissimilar to the one that Fran boarded and went to Mexico on. And pick your favorite town or city and skywrite hashtag Hapless Heroes Podcast.
Why not?
Yeah, sure. That's if you're not on social media.
That's a lot to skywrite.
Hey, it's worth it though.
It is.
Skywrite the hashtag Hapless Heroes Podcast and your NPC character name. And what else?
I don't know.
Skywrite it. That's all I'm saying.
And he did say skywrite it. Don't lazy out and put it on one of those banners that go behind the airplane
We'll
or anything
fucking
like
know.
that. We
Yeah.
will know, and you will get 0 credit.
That's right.
If you skywrite it, you'll get 2 submissions. We'll double up on your
2 credit.
on your entry into the bucket. You will have twice the chances
And you'll get free tasteful
of being
nudes.
drawn.
Free tasteful nudes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Separately, not together.
I don't know. We can get a good photo.
Or they could just put that money toward a pizza.
We can make a Hapless Heroes nude calendar. I hear those are all the rage.
Yes.
Nobody wants.
We will make the Hapless Heroes
Oh,
nude calendar.
Excuse you.
Well,
And-
okay. Some people, I'm sure,
Quinn
would
would
like to do.
gladly go naked. Gladly.
Please take me away from this.
Not
Dave.
to say, there will be nudes of me, but we will not send them to you if you give us money. It's like some sort of reverse ransom where you're going to get the dick pics you didn't want unless you pay us.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, now that's just coercion.
I was gonna say
Well, yeah, that's part of what we do too.
That's a good point.
extortion.
Give us all your money, or
Or we'll send you
horrible
ugly
nudes.
dick pics.
Oh God!
Somehow
that's
we've
terrible.
we've gone
Hashtag
far
ugly
afield
dick
from
pics.
where we started.
Yeah,
here.
please stop. Please stop it now.
wrap this one up.
Wrap it up, please.
Yeah, all right,
before we keep
wrapping it
talking.
up. We are going to go
Speaking of
backwards
wrapping it
around
up.
the table and outro our cast, and I'm going to ignore that one. And on my right, we have Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, played by Mike.
See you next time.
We have Jarrell the Light, played by John.
What have I gotten myself into?
We have the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, portrayed by Francesco.
Can we please stop getting arrested?
And we have Harold Lincoln Woods, played by Zach.
This is a great new excuse for me to be pissed off.
And my name is Dave. I have been your host and Dungeon Master, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye now.
See ya.
Bye now.